I, in fact, have never went live like this before. Um, but it's kind of cool. So, hey, Baes. I just wanted to say hello. Happy Freaky Friday. Um, Clearly, I was not prepared for this. I randomly am just sitting in my car. I took the day off from work, from my normal profession, my morning session. I took the day off because today is the new moon market. Um, so I'm just kind of chilling, riding around, sitting in my car, enjoying the warm weather. Somebody liked it already. Thank you very much. Um, yeah. So I'm just chilling. I just came up here to say hey. Hey, Mary Blue. Let me see if you. I don't. Okay, yeah. So I've never done this before. Just went live in my car like this randomly. I was actually just sitting in here thinking about, hey Shonda, thinking about I have an event today where I'll be doing tarot like face to face. And no matter how many events I've done, I'm always nervous. I'm always nervous. So I guess this is like my first little vlog. So I put roses on my table. So if you guys we're ever in the same city, I'm doing an event and you come and get a reading with me face to face, you'll see these beautiful roses. Look how pretty. Roses that I put on my table. Like I really make sure my table is vibe. I want it to be romantic. I want it to be alluring. I love roses and flowers in general. So I'm just doing everything to prepare that I should have been doing days before. So see, I don't got no lipstick on. I got no makeup on. I was like, what was I thinking? But I just wanted to come up here to talk about how nervous I usually am for events. I love doing events because it's one thing to do tarot in your home, right? Like, it's one thing if I'm on YouTube, there's nobody in my space to be like, girl, hell nah, like I don't resonate with that. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody at home that says that, and you guys resonate with it and you guys are really supportive. But it's different when you're at an event charging people, they're sitting across from you and you're reading them. Literally, you're telling them things that they don't want anyone to know, that they don't think you know, shit that they might not want to hear. So it's always really interesting. And then when I got up here, I was like, damn, I don't have a deck in my car, so I'm not pulling cards, I'm just chatting. But yeah, it's always really interesting. So we'll see how it goes. All of this cosmic energy, like the new moon market, Mercury retrograde, the damn, what is it? Solar eclipses has made me very much in hermit mode. I just wanted to stay in the house and be left alone. So how have y'all been? Let me know. Hey, celestial earth goddess. But yeah, I've just been sitting. This is actually my thinking place on the rooftop. I come up here pretty much once a day. I come up here at night. It's just like a good place to like get some thought energy. I probably shouldn't give too many details for my beautiful exes that watch my channel. Don't come find me. Just text me. I'll respond. Let's see. Don't come to my thinking spot because that's gonna be weird. I'm gonna be pissed. Actually, it's just like this is the one place I came to not think about what we're doing or what we're not doing. You know, so yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to pop up, say hey. I haven't posted anything in a few days. I've been making candles because I am selling candles at my event. I have to relaunch my candles on my website. Past emotions have been coming up for me. I'm always emotional. It's tough being a Virgo. You know, I'm like, we're the softest earth sign, right? So I'm always emotional. I put in the community post the other day, I'm gonna try not to cry because I've just been crying, that when God blesses my friends, I thank God for him. I thank God for that too. My friend gave birth. Oh, my hood friend. You know, we all have like a good hood friend. My hood friend gave birth the other day, and I have never been so happy. I was so happy that I cried. So I found out in September she was pregnant. She's a Taurus, and I was just so shocked. We've been through some really interesting things together. I guess backstory, she's a Taurus. I met her when I was flying back from Mexico. So I flew to Mexico by myself, like to meet up with friends. I was flying back by myself. This girl sits next to me and she's just whining and bitching and complaining about how hungry she is. And I'm sitting there like, please, like, this is a flight from Mexico to Norfolk, to Virginia. No, we were flying to Charlotte. This is a long flight for you to sit next to me and whine about food. And if you know Taurus are hungry as hell. They're like one of the hungriest signs that I've ever met in my life. They are hungry. They want food. Their life surrounds food. They love food. And they're just very sensuous in general, but food is a part of something they love. So she would have just sat there and bitched the whole flight about not having any food. So I had these Pringles, and we're complete strangers. Hey, Nayala. Yes, they eat and sleep. Taurus like to eat and sleep. So I know that I have Pringles in my bag, and I'm just sitting here, and she's whining like, oh my God, I missed the food. And I'm not going to survive. I was like, bitch, you got enough thickness on your body that you will survive this. I promise you. The calories on your body, you're going to make it. So anyways, I gave her my Pringles. And then she was like, oh my God, you so nice. And I was like, I just didn't want to hear you complain the whole time. And that's literally what I said. I'm not nice, I'm kind. And I'm not trying to hear that. This is a long flight, you know? And then you loud, so I can hear you through my earbuds when I'm trying to listen to my music. So we made friends through Pringles on a flight. And we always just kept in touch. You know how you randomly meet some people you don't keep in touch? We met and we just always kept in touch. She was always very inviting. As you all know, as you get older, it's harder to make friends as adults. But she was always super inviting. And September, she came out for my birthday. Yes, and then you loud as hell. She came out for my birthday, and we went to go see Pusha T, and she was pregnant. And I was like, what? And then of course she convinced me to try to have a baby with her. Like, let's both get pregnant. And I was like, nah. That's not how that works. I don't just wake up one day and be like, well, let's get pregnant. But she's just so happy. Such a hard-working person. Thank you. I have no clue where I got these shades from. Hey, boo. I know who that is. Pretty girl. I think these are my sisters, maybe. I know I took these from somebody. But yeah, so we met, and I was on. That's the trip we were on together when I flew back from Mexico, Queen. That's the trip we were on together, flying back from Mexico, when I met my friend who's pregnant. So yeah, get pregnant? Absolutely not. Exactly. So she just has always been a really good friend, really positive, hardworking, a person who you can tell really anything to. People would probably say that we seem very different because she's a little hood, and people think that I'm bougie, but I'm not. Like, people think I'm proper and I'm not. But she's just such a good friend. So this whole pregnancy, I have called her every week. Like, so Tuesdays was my day to call her. I call her every single Tuesday, right? And we talk, we laugh, whatever. She came over and I ordered her food, and she played with Suge. Like, we just have a good bond, like as earth signs and as women. I really love her. So I called her on 420 because I know she's pregnant and she's a smoker and she couldn't smoke. So I'm being all loud, and she answers, and she sounds so like calm. She's like, "Hey, girl," and I'm like, "What's up, girl?" She's like, "I'm good, girl," and I was like, "Happy 420." She's like, "Happy 420, friend." She was like, "And this is like my favorite 420 because I just gave birth." I was like, "What?" I know the people in my apartment were like, "What?" I was like, "You did what?" It was like, "You gave birth?" What? I was like, "I'm so proud of you." Because, like, she was so happy during her entire pregnancy. I am so proud of her. I literally want to cry just because I was so concerned for her, for some of the health issues. When it comes to women and us getting pregnant, I'm going to cry. I'm not going to cry on here. But with us getting pregnant, it is terrifying. Like, it's terrifying to find out you're pregnant. It's terrifying to think about what you're going to do next. You're terrified the whole time to know if your pregnancy is vital and not. And then all of it, you blow up and look fucking crazy. And then next thing you know, you got to push something out of your vagina that's huge. And women die. It's like, we don't really talk about that, but women die, giving birth. Fun times. We'll have to find some time to do something again soon. Aww. I think I'm going to St. Martin for my birthday. I don't know. I'm going somewhere. I try to be a good friend. Like, being a good friend is really important to me. But yes, I like literally screamed yesterday because I'm like, I've been calling you all week thinking that she was going to give birth today or Saturday. And she sounds super calm after pushing a human out of her vagina. And I wanted to be like, how does your vagina feel? Like, as somebody who hasn't had children. Like, what's going on down there? But yeah, I'm still super happy. Like, I'm so happy for her. She's gonna be an amazing mother. I just love that she sounds so relaxed, and she just talked about how happy she was. Oh man, I'm telling you, when my friends get blessed, I really feel blessed. I found out another friend of mine was pregnant around Valentine's Day, and that was like the best Valentine's Day gift I could have ever had, because she tried to get pregnant for so long, but like for a very long time. So to get that call of like, I'm 3 months pregnant, this baby is coming. All my friends is pregnant. They pregnant, or they got kids, or they trying to get pregnant. But so yeah, this has been like a very emotional time. Like, I sat there when I got off the phone and I just cried, because it's like, it's so rare now that women are like super happy and super supported. Like, her man was there. He has been attentive and loving the entire pregnancy. Her family was there crying when she had her baby shower. All these people came. It's just beautiful to see people like so happy for each other. So that brought joy to my life this week. But I've been mad emotional. I'll cry, but they're happy tears. All my crying has been happy tears. So I hope it's not been too bad for you with all the cosmic stuff that's going on. So yeah. Oh, Raven, I would love to take another trip. Things have changed, so I don't know how likely that is, but I enjoyed our trip to Mexico. But that's what's been going on with me. This cosmic shit will have you stuck in the house or have a headache or whatever. So you guys be safe out there, make good choices. Nayala, I would like to know, did you ever talk to any of those men at the gym? I've been putting myself out there, I guess, trying to date. I need to keep cleansing my energy, because I'm like, there's a spell on me that allows me to attract some of the finest men, and then the men be crazy. It's just like, and I'll be like, God, why would you send something like this over here? It's like when a meal looks amazing and you taste it and it's terrible. That's my dating life. Island Suns, Bikini Mimosas is what I'm on. Okay, yes, I'm on the mimosas all the time. I'm on that. Oh Lord, yes, Yes, I have not been on a date with any of these people because these people can't pass like the texting stage. So, hey, Sunny, they can't pass the texting stage. I'm not trying to end up chopped up nowhere. You know, like I keep saying I got a mama that I gotta get back to. You know, I can't break my mama's heart. I cannot end up chopped up anywhere, you know, dealing with these crazy people. You're a mess. Man number 1 came back to the gym, and man number 2 hasn't been back to the gym to answer your question. You better be out here. You live in California. I'm not going to forget that. Okay? At 43, I'm definitely not settling. Yeah, I have a fear when it comes to settling. I'm not attracted to man number 1 anymore. It happens. Maybe you was just maybe it was a full moon. like Brandy. Maybe that was a full moon moment that you had. I've actually been meeting a fair amount of guys. I don't know. I don't know. They haven't passed the texting stage. They haven't passed the text. No, they haven't made it. But I did have my epiphany, like, that I would like a relationship. DeAndre came back. Ooh, was that? Yeah, okay. But I'm not dealing with him either. I just want to look fine and stack my cash. I like that. Now, y'all, what's your zodiac sign? Remind me. And did I say DeAndre was coming back? Because I believe that I did, but I really don't also remember. I feel that we had a conversation about this, though. The thrill is gone. You guys are funny. I've learned some hard, painful lessons on settling. Please don't. Please let us know what those lessons are. That's my thing. And I call it it's a settle bug. I don't know who I was talking to about this. It's like, and then everyone around you will still, like, they'll like promote you settling. It's very interesting. Like, you'll meet someone, and for me, this is how I feel. I feel like, it's like double dutch. I'll meet somebody and I'll be like, should I go in? Should I not? Like, I'm doing this before I jump in. Sorry about that. Should I go in? Should I not? Type of thing. And I get in there and I'm like, I knew I shouldn't have got in here. Like, I'm a pretty decisive person, so if I'm on the edge about if I should deal with you, that's probably not a good sign. But it's like it's a subtle bug. It's like you get into these situations and it's like, everything feels like, whatever feels like, that's what settling feels like. It's like, it's not terrible, but it's not great. You know? That's settling. Not terrible, but not great. Like, yeah, he doesn't do this, but he's around. So I guess that means something. You know? Like, so yes, don't settle. You guys know. Life is long. Like, life is short as far as it's gonna go by fast. But when you pick the wrong person, you will feel how long life actually is. Like, when you pick the wrong person, it's like you go through a lifetime with this person. It's like you see it in a different way. You're like, okay, 2 months in, you're already thinking it feels like a year. You know, like 3 months in, it feels like, I can't do this. Like, I can't wake up. I can't sleep next to you. I can't wake up next to you every day. I don't enjoy you when you're in the energy of doing nothing. When you're just laying here, I don't really enjoy you. You know? So don't do it. Don't do it. Because you will regret it. And everybody regrets it. The other person resents you. You resent them. Nah, no settling. No, but you told me to stay away from him. Oh, that DeAndre needed more time to cook. Well, there you have it. That's how I was with my ex-husband. DeAndre needed more time to cook. Don't they all need a little bit more time to cook? But a lot of times, and something that I say in a lot of the tarot readings when it comes to dating and life, people are mirrors. So if there are things that you don't like about the person you're with, your ex-person, if your relationship was toxic, it takes two people to make a situation toxic. So just learn what you're supposed to learn in your relationships. I know for me, like I do take time to think about how I behave badly in relationships, not just blaming it on the other person, you know? So I urge you guys to do that when, you know, we know one person needs to cook a little bit more. You might need to cook a little bit more. And there's nothing wrong with cooking a little bit more. There's nothing wrong with getting better. I always say, like, if you love someone, let's say you want them to come back, wouldn't it be better for them to come back if you were a better person and you've had more experiences? You know, you've done something with your actual life, then like a person comes back and you're in the same exact spot than you were before, you know? So, but I'm a big believer, and because I feel that, like, if I've dated somebody who's emotionally unavailable, more than likely there's something inside of me that's still emotionally unavailable. And the lesson is for me to learn that and change me, because I cannot change the other person. And when you have personal readings with me, that's something that I focus on. No matter if you want a personal reading about love, money, we're going to talk about you, because you're paying for this, and you should always invest in being a better person. Because lately I've been doing some shit that I'd be like, this is low vibrational. You know, sometimes you'll be in connections with people, you think you've healed certain things, they'll trigger you, then you realize you're not healed. Then you be like, I'm toxic. I am the demon emoji right now. You know, like, and that's life. Today I'm the demon emoji. I have been with the shit. You know, self-awareness is key, and I think it also takes, it's hard to not be hard on yourself. I know that's something also that I'm trying to like take with me. Like, don't be so hard. If you were the demon emoji, own that shit, learn from it, move on. And I think oftentimes, especially like the feminine energy, doesn't really see how you're being the demon emoji, because we're so focused on the masculine energy being the demon emoji. You know, there's red flags each way. Like, if you meet a man, a masculine energy, and you really, really, really love him, and you're trying to give him love, and he's telling you he's non-committal, or he can't give you what you want, but you keep giving that person love, that's a red flag on your part, and on that person's part. There's two red flags here, not just one. And that's really important, because you can only change you. So when you sit with yourself and be like, oh, why am I giving my love to people who don't appreciate it? Let me sit back and figure out where that comes from. And then you fix that, because you can always change. It's never too late to change. You work on what's causing that. Your dating experiences is probably going to be better, to be honest. Even if it doesn't result in marriage. Even if it results in you identifying who's not for you sooner, that's still a better dating experience than dating somebody for 5 years and knowing that they were a piece of crap and never changing. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You know, the amount of time you involve yourself in something is not a sign of success. Longevity and success are not necessarily the same thing. So you can be with somebody for 15 years, but if you stay in a toxic dynamic for 15 years, that 15 years don't mean anything. Or you could date somebody for 3 months, recognize the red flags in them, and decide to distance yourself from that person. And that 3 months for you is time that you use to analyze yourself, you use your intuition, but it's time that you didn't invest in something that was bad for you. You use your discernment. So all of that stuff, all that good stuff. But it takes two people to make something toxic. So I hope that when no matter what you watch or whatever tarot readers you watch, that you always take a step back to say, you know, how could I be better? How could I have handled this better? What's toxic about myself? Where does that come from? How do I fix it? And I'm also a big proponent of therapy, but this is just random talking before my phone dies, which is probably going to happen at any time. But I just wanted to say hey to y'all, just in case my phone dies. I was not prepared for this at all.